We will see about what exactly Internet of Things. Internet of Things is made up of by the physical object, then the controller as a sensors and actuators and the internet. We can say like that the physical object is the things that is the devices and that can be connected with the sensors and actuators, where the sensors and actuators doing actually the controlling operations. We can call it as a brain of that systems, and the internet is needed to communicate between these devices. So let's start with the sensors. What exactly sensors is? Sensors is the devices which sense the environment and collect the data. Sensors plays an important role in creating solutions using IoT. Sensors are the devices that detect the external information which replace it with the signals. The specific input could be a light, heat, motion, moisture, pressures, or any one of the great number of other environmental phenomenon can be given to the sensors. There can be the output is generally a signals and that is converted into the human readable display at the sensor's locations or the transmitted logical overview over a network for a reading or further processing. IoT sensors are used in everywhere. It works like a five human sensors: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Here, the sensors can be used in multiple areas like medical care, nursing care, industrial, logistics, agricultural, tourism, and most of the things they are used. There are some classifications of sensors where the sensor types in terms of the communication interface. Here the USB sensor, then wireless and Bluetooth sensors and embedded sensors modules. USB sensors, these types of sensors is connected like the USB devices. Wireless sensors and Bluetooth sensors where these sensors are communicated with wireless environment where the devices are attached with the Bluetooth or the wireless. Embedded sensor, here the sensor modules are connected embedded on a printed circuit board and communicated with the other modules. Let's see the classification of sensors. Sensors are classified into the connection type, some power requirements or some physical parameters. So connection types, that means it is divided into the contact sensors and non-contact sensors where it is connected with the wired or which is not connected with the wire. Then the power requirement, here the active sensors and passive sensors are work. Active sensors are the sensors, the devices that requires the external sources or power to operate. And the passive sensors, it is simply detects and responds some type of input from the physical environment. And some are the physical parameters where it requires these sensors are required some physical parameters like flow sensors, pressure sensors, level sensors, and temperatures. So these are the some examples of sensors where we can use these sensors. Temperature sensors is there, proximity, accelerometer, then IR sensors, then pressure sensors, light sensors, ultrasonic sensors, smoke, gas and alcohol sensors, touch sensors, color sensors, humidity sensors, position sensors, magnetic sensors, microphone sensors, tail sensors, flow sensor, flow and level sensors, PIR sensor, touch sensors and strain sensors. So we will see some examples like temperature sensor. Temperature sensors which senses the temperature. It measures the changes in the temperatures. The temperature sensors can be analog or digital, where the analog temperature sensors produce the analog value, whereas the digital sensor temperature sensors produced the digital or discrete value. Then there is the LM35 and DS18B20 is an example of these types of sensors. The temperature control systems projects related things can be implemented by the temperature sensors. Next is the proximity sensor. Proximity sensor is a non-contact type sensors and that detects the presence of an object, where some of the application of proximity sensors are used. For example, mobile phones. For example, cars parking sensors. When there is a car parking systems are there, at that time this sensors is used. Then industries where the object alignment is required, there is used that sensors is used. Then ground proximity in aircrafts, these sensors are used to locate the land, and these types of proximity sensors can be used in a reverse parking sensor circuit. The project can be implemented like this. Next is the infrared sensors. When an object comes in front of the sensors, the infrared light from the IR transmitter is reflected from the object and detected by the IR sensors, and thus the IR sensors detects the object. Okay, so there are two types of infrared or IR sensor, transmittive and reflective. Where the transmittive, the position is the transmittive and detector's position is facing to each other, where is the reflective, the transmitter and detector positions is adjacent to each other. So using this, the street light using IR sensors can be developed. This project can be developed. Next is the ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic sensors is used to measure the distance as well as the velocity of an object. Okay, it measures the distance of the target objects by emitting the ultrasonic sound waves and converts the reflected sound into the electrical signal. Ultrasonic sensors have two main components, transmitter and receiver. Using the time of flight of the sound waves, the ultrasonic sensors can be measured, and you can develop the portable ultrasonic range meter with the help of this ultrasonic sensor. One of the very useful sensor in a safety related applications are the smoke and gas sensors. So almost all the offices and industries are equipped with the several smoke detectors which detects any smoke and sound alarm. Gas sensors are more common in laboratories. Large scales we can use in kitchens and industries. It can detect the LPGs, propanes related gases, and the smoke detectors alarm circuit we can develop the project like this. Alcohol sensor. Alcohol sensors, the name suggests the alcohol sensor detects alcohol, and the alcohol sensors are used in a breathalyzer devices which determines whether the person is drunk or not. So here we can develop the project based on how to make alcohol breathalyzer circuit. Next is the touch sensor. Touch sensors becomes the integral part of our life, whether you know or not. All touch screen devices, mobile phones, tablets, laptops have touch sensors in them. Then another common applications of the touch sensors is the trackpad in our laptops. You can design the project based on the touch dimmer switch circuit using Arduino. Color sensor is a useful device in building color sensing applications in the field of image processing, color identification, industrial object tracking, and if you are interested in building the color applications, you can work on the Arduino based color detector projects. Humidity sensors. Humidity sensors, weather monitoring systems, they often provides the temperature as well as the humidity data. So measuring humidity is the important task in many applications, and humidity sensors helps us to achieving these. Humidity sensors can be classified like capacitive type, resistive, thermal, conductive type. DHT11 and 22 are the two frequently used humidity sensors. You can develop the project based on DHT11 humidity sensors on Arduino. Next is the actuators, the second part of this session, that is actuators. What exactly actuators? It is a machine component. You can see like that. It is the energy. It takes the energy usually transported by the air, electric current or liquid, and convert that into the some kinds of motion, and it activates a movement or a process. Okay, so actuator is the machine component or the systems that moves or control the mechanism of the system. Sensors in the devices sense the environment, then the control signals are the generated for the actuators according to the actions needed to perform. There is the actuators. Actuators can be separated into four main categories: linear actuators, motors, relays, and solenoids. Linear actuators, these are used to enable motions of objects or elements in a straight line. Motors, they enables precise relational movements of devices, components, or whole objects. Relays, these categories includes the electromagnetic based actuators to operate power switches in lamps, heaters, and other smart vehicles. Then solenoids, most widely used in the home appliances as a part of locking or triggering mechanisms. They also act as a controller in IoT based gas and water leak monitoring systems. Then there are some examples of actuators like hydraulic actuators. Hydraulic actuators uses the hydraulic powers to perform a mechanical operations. There are some advantages and disadvantages. Hydraulic actuators can produce a large magnitude of force and high speed. It used in welding and clamping. It is used for lowering or raising the vehicles in car transport carriers. Then there are some disadvantages like hydraulic fluid leaks can cause the efficiency loss and issues of cleaning. Then it is expensive. It requires noise reduction equipment, heat exchangers, and high maintenance system. Next is the pneumatic actuators. It uses the energy from by vacuum or compressed air at the high pressures to convert into either linear or rotatory motions. There are some advantages like it is a low cost option and are used at extreme temperature where using air is a safer option than chemical. They needs low maintenance, are durable, and have a long operational life. It is very quick in starting and stopping the motion. Similarly, it has some different disadvantage also, like loss of pressures can make it less efficient than air. Compressor should be running continuously, and due to that air can be polluted and it needed maintenance. Next is the electrical actuator. Here it uses the electrical energy, is usually actuated by the motor that converts the electrical energy into the mechanical force. Advantages are it has many applications in various industries as it can automate the industrial valves. It produces less noise and is safe to use since there are no fluid leakage. It can be reprogrammed also. Disadvantages, it is little bit expensive and it depends a lot of environmental conditions. Okay. Next, last is the mechanical actuators. The mechanical actuators executes the movement by converting rotatory motions into the linear motions. It involves the pulleys, chains, gears, rears, and other devices to operate. Example is crankshaft. Summary of the sessions. Essentially, an actuator creates the movement whereas a sensor monitors the environmental conditions. Sensors are parts of the digital data backbones of the connected and intelligent solutions. Anything smart and IoT related is built upon the sensors and other types of transducer. Actuators, on the other hand, represents the driving forces. Literally, we can say like that behind every smart enterprise, actuators can be work. In both cases, the Internet of Things is not only interested in what they sense and how they operate, but also in the things that they enable us to do faster and better work. I use these references. You can go through that references, and if you have any queries, you can reach us with this mail ID and site. Thanks and regards.